Yo, what's good with y'all? What's up with y'all? I don't know how long it's been, but it's it's been a while, and it's been a hot minute. I don't know if we hit 500 subscribers yet, but thank you all so much. God bless on whatever y'all do. I know y'all wonder why is you wearing a goddamn jacket, and it is hot as hell in June of 2025. I don't know. It's cold in my room. Okay, it's cold in my room, and yeah. So let me get close and personal, y'all. I don't mean to get up in y'all face or anything like that, but first thing first is it's time to change, y'all. It's time to change. Personally, I'm gonna let y'all in on an insight of who I am as a person, and personally how I feel about the YouTube thing. So I'm gonna grasp on like the main elephant in the room. First off, thank y'all for 500 subscribers. I genuinely appreciate that. I love y'all. You know, it's crazy that I've done this twice, and it's crazy that I got back up and try it again, because the whole original backstory behind this entire channel was about 2 years ago. My original channel I use has like 3.9k subscribers on it. I got hit with demonetization and reuse content, so I was not able to use that account unfortunately anymore to make money from it, and that crushed my spirit. It really did crush my spirit, and it left me in like a dark place for a while, because I've been doing like YouTube since 2017, and you can ask some of my day ones, my bros that I recently been able to get back in contact with, that's like I kind of separate myself away from to find myself. You can ask them, and you can tell. You can tell them, like they'll tell you, like that kid has been a grinder since since he was a kid, bro. Like, and I'm 19, so like, don't get it twisted, bro. But one thing about me here is, bro, I've always felt that this is my calling. I've always felt that whatever in life that I wanted to do was gonna be this, and it can help me get to the higher goal and what I'm trying to achieve. The one thing I'm trying to genuinely achieve on YouTube is I'm genuinely trying to bring that anything's possible feeling back, because our generation needs a role model. We had all these YouTubers growing up, like I can name, I've been around damn near every single part of YouTube, every era of YouTube. We had the FNAF era, the gaming side, the vlogging side. YouTubers I can name that you really truly inspired me growing up. I say shout out my boy, rest in peace, P2 is the name. I grew up on his content. I know Pretty Boy Fredo, Kai Cenat, Phantom, Agent Zero when I was watching his 2K videos, Dan TDM, anything on YouTube I used to watch. Like, it was a whole spectrum back in the day, and it was just like, back then it felt more real and authentic. Nowadays it's kind of just like, oh, everybody knows you can get money out of it. Everybody knows that you can get this out of it, you can get that out of it. What I want to bring back is that real, that authentic real feeling, because I genuinely feel like everybody sees the dollar signs and forgot the meaning of being a YouTuber. The original meaning of being a YouTuber was the fact of having character, having feeling, and that's what lost my guidance. That's what I lost my guidance when I first started doing YouTube. When I not even first started doing YouTube, when I like shifted my content away from doing short-term content on my original channel, I just lost that feeling, because it was like when it came to views, my channel was actually popping off from shorts and stuff like that. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm getting paid from this, I'm getting all that, and it wasn't even that much, bro. It was like 5 cents. Like, I was getting paid like $10-20 a month. I ain't gonna bullshit with you. Like, the most I've ever gotten from a YouTube paycheck was probably like $500, bro. That's something. That's something for like a starter laptop, whatever. But I'm saying though, like, that's from my old channel. But it made me realize once I stopped doing that, how lost and confused it left me, how much burnt off it gave me, like how much burnt out it gave me. It gave me true of a burnout. And I was lost, and I created this channel because I was in a year depression when my old channel got demonetized, because like that was my baby. I grinded that up like with nobody else. Nobody helped me. It was all me. And I kind of was just like, nah, I want to start over. and I want to try again and do something different, and this time actually show more realism, have more respect for myself, and build a community. You feel me? So that's what I make this channel for. And most importantly, I make those type of videos where I talk about life all the time, but I genuinely feel like I kind of like, I genuinely feel like I kind of just, miss out on that idea. I won't sit here a lot. The last month or so has been a roller coaster of emotions. I recently just graduated from high school. I know at the age of 19, I'm not ashamed to say that, late graduate, failed a grade, whatever, held back, whatever. I just don't care. I always tell people that. And I recently just lost my job. So it's just kind of been like all these roller coaster of emotions, looking for a new job and all the other stuff. And then another thing is like I'm going to community college, but with this, with all that chaos and stuff happening, it's never really let, like, the feeling of doing YouTube has never really left my bones or passion. Another thing I want to address is I do make music, and I did try to post my my mixtape or EP, whatever, music on YouTube, and it got blocked. And even though if it was like free beats and all that other stuff, it got blocked. And unfortunately, that kind of hurt. It sucked. But it kind of made me realize that it was like, you know what, let me take a step back and focus on the original goal. The original goal was this. I love making music and all the other stuff, bro, but that's a passion. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put that on a shelf, and I'm gonna build a core fan base. I want to build like a fan base that people can actually, watch, because like I said, I genuinely want to bring back a lot of real to YouTube, a lot of like authentic feeling, because I feel that's what social media is missing nowadays. It's like, it seems that everybody's in it for a check. Everybody's in it just to, oh, I see a quick bag. Let me get that. Let me not put no work and effort in. That's not what I want to do, bro. It's genuinely what I not want to do. I said this always to myself. I want to genuinely inspire the world. I want to inspire kids to do this and show them anything's possible. I swear the idea of getting on social media is, oh, you got to become a streamer. Let me clarify this right now. You do not have to become a streamer, bro. You do not have to become a streamer. You really do not. There's so much other stuff. YouTube is the original prime aspect of being yourself. I swear with streaming, and I'm not going to bag on nobody because there is a lot of genuine, real, authentic streamers out there, but I swear, it's like, I feel that streaming and a lot of people are genuinely trying to be somebody else that they're not. They're not trying to be themselves. They're not trying to chase themselves. And that's what made me realize I want to be myself and build more authentic energy. Focus on the YouTube, then move to the Twitch, do all that other stuff. That's something how you're supposed to do it. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. Like, bro, I'm telling you this right now, bro. Anything in this life is genuine possible. It just, you have to be willing to want to do it for yourself. Just don't do it because you see somebody else you see somebody else on YouTube trying to be like this person and be like that person, or like when you go on your Instagram reels, you see some kid trying to be Casanat, or you trying to be this streamer. That's not real, bro. That's fake, bro. And I want people to understand that, like, genuinely, that is fake. And like, I want people to understand that you can genuinely do whatever you want. And there's always gonna be people that don't like what you do as a person, like, and who you are as a person, and don't like you in general, your ideas, but you have to take that with a grain of salt and keep moving. Like right now, bro, like I won't sit here a lot. I was going through it. I was gently going through it the other day, and I feel like at an all-time low, but something told me to snap out of it and get back into it, because you never know what God has for you. I know the world is crazy right now, and that's another thing. It's so much stuff going on in the world, and it's so much crazy stuff going on in the world, bro. It's better to just worry and live life now to the fullest and worry about the chaos and all this other stuff. Don't live life in fear. Live life moving, being consistent, because to that one day might not be your best day, but tomorrow's gonna be a better day. You never know what God has in store for you. Like right now, I'm at 500 hopefully subs, and you never know where I'm gonna be at in a year from now, because that's how life works. That's how life can move so fast like this. So all this time that I had off to think, bro, and all this free time I have, I want to utilize the rest of the summertime to just be myself. I was at my friend's house yesterday, and I was just telling him, yo, I just want to go grind on YouTube crazy, bro. and you know, he got a, you know, cool ass famous, like, not famous, he had a cool ass like gaming PC and like a whole a streamer setup, and I don't have that. I have a gaming laptop that's not really greatest, but I use it to edit my videos and, you know, do whatever else I can do on it. But you know, I always said to myself, I want to make it to the top, and I see myself getting there, but I don't know how. And I've never given up on my dreams. One thing about me is I'm the type of person, I don't go down so easily on a lot of things, and that's with dreams, passions, whatever. And I don't give up on people. It felt so good that, you know, to see myself posting my growth on YouTube again, and you know, so many old friends seeing me, and they saying, yo, we believe in you, bro. Yes sir, you back at it. Just seeing me post what I genuinely love doing, and you know, that felt amazing, you feel me? Instead of, you know, posting like music that nobody's listening to. And I love music, but it's like at one point in time, I pushed away YouTube for music, and I made so many other songs that no one listened to, or they were just sitting there on my computer, and it made me realize I was not happy at all. So what I had sat down and decided to do was I chose between which path I want to take. Was it the music path, where it's a much harder path, or the path that where I was more YouTube, which is YouTube. I chose YouTube because at the end of the day, that's what I was more known for. That's what I'm best at doing. You know, like I said, bro, the summertime is the best time to grind and utilize this effort and time to put in to become a better person, be more successful. You know, a lot of people, you may feel like a lot of people is not watching your videos, but a lot of people are generally watching your videos. If it's like 40, 50 views, it's okay. That's how it starts in the beginning. You're not supposed to have, you know, 100,000 subscribers. You're not supposed to have 5,000 subscribers. You're not supposed to have, you know, 2,000 views or 3K views. You're gonna start off like at 4 views, and then them 4 views gonna turn into 75 views. Them 75 views gonna turn into 100 views. Them 100 views gonna turn into 1,000 views. It's just like, that's just how it is. But one thing I genuinely want y'all to know is that it's time to change. Look, I love making these videos, and I'll forever make these videos. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna make more of content I like to make more and, you know, enjoy. And it's still gonna be the same content, but as of these just sit down and talk about life videos, I want to add more, you know, real to it. I want to add more, you know, respect to it. You know, I just want to genuinely be myself, and I want y'all to know you can be yourself. So what these people don't listen to you, focus on your grind and focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, God, he gonna answer to your prayers no matter what. It may not be today or tomorrow, but he delivers. He genuinely delivers, bro. And I don't know if anybody's religious or anything, but I'm gonna just say, if you're not religious or anything like that, I just say the universe, life, the force, what you truly grinding for, it'll eventually come to you. Don't expect every single time you're going to win, because you're not, bro. Just genuinely, you're not gonna win, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, genuinely, just, you gotta be humble. You gotta take everything with a grain of salt and keep pushing, no matter what, bro. I want y'all to know you can do whatever you want in this life. And you know what made me realize that was there's this girl that I'm good friends with, and she, you know, I told her how I felt about her, you know, and she told me like she don't want me, practically push me away to become a better version of myself. And I genuinely appreciate that, because it's a lot of women like that. It's very hard to find a lot of genuine good women like that in this world, that are willing to, you know, push you away to go grind for yourself. And she told me that, you know, you need to become this great person you are, to keep loving yourself and become the great person that God wants you to be. And that stuck with me, and that low-key, you know, made me realize I need to squash all the negative energy, you know, cut off all the bullshit, and just really get back into that mode and become the better person that I'm trying to be. What the next chapter of this channel is going to be is I want to add more of stuff that I like. So me and my friend, we was just like messing around doing reaction videos, Amigo, and, you know, doing all the other stuff, like, and we was just being like, it felt good to just really just find myself and just be more of the silly side. So yeah. And another thing I want to say is, I want to say this now, I'm going to be unlisting all the videos, the original videos and shorts. So I want to say this right now to anybody that's watching this video right now. I genuinely want y'all to know that the videos that y'all are seeing, please don't take it effect. Like the skits, the old skits that I unlisted and everything, please don't find that offensive or anything like that. That's just my wacky side. Like, it's just me cursing and all the other stuff. So like I said, I genuinely wanted to show y'all that. But like I said, anything in this life is possible, and this is the beginning of the chapter. It's time to change, y'all. You know, it's been cool just making these bland out, oh yeah, about life and all this other stuff, but I don't want it to be about this negative shit no more. None of this negative energy, none of this, like, just none of that. And one thing I want to sit here and say is, shout out to the bros, shout out to Solo, shout out to C1, shout out to, you know, Salt, my guy Paige, shout out my guy SOB, shout out to the bros, shout out to the bros at home, shout out to everybody that genuinely messaged me and hit me up. It was like, yo, you gotta get back on your YouTube grind, or just show me love. It's just, even though I'm a small content creator, my genuine friends, bro, because that really meant a lot to me, because, you know, it means a lot. Shout out to y'all for, you know, literally just watching my videos and just commenting and sending me an email, and I'm getting a comment saying like, yo, like, y'all, your videos really helped me and all this other stuff. And don't worry, I'm gonna still have like them sit down chats about life, but I want to add more real to it, and, you know, I want to add more character to this channel, because, you know, I don't want to keep coming to y'all talking about making another video or episode about, oh guys, I got fired from my job, like. But like, on a serious note, like, I genuinely don't want to let y'all down. I don't want to let y'all down, and I just believe that I need to take that step in a new direction and change up the content. I'm capable of a lot of things on YouTube. It's just, I feel that I lack a lot of things, and, you know, I lacked a lot of motivation in the videos I was making. It was just like they were kind of chopped up like videos, and I want to add more real to it. So like I said, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. God bless. And yeah, just really just expect, I don't know what to expect next, but just know we finna be consistent. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. God bless. I'll see y'all in the next one.